Hello everybody, this is Lyrical and I am back once again with another episode of The Town of Light. In our last episode, we found our doll Charlotte and got the electricity running in the asylum and went and took her to a place that would keep her warm. Now we've been instructed to go down to observation, so let's see what we have here. Whoa! Oh my god. Oh, and it's just getting louder. What? Oh. Oh my god. Okay. What in the heck? What? What? Oh my god, this is so weird. Okay, oh my god, that's bright. So bright! I don't know where I'm going, I can't see. Oh god. Where are we going?
One day I turned off the light, but it didn't go dark.
What?
It was a limitless immensity, a blinding, merciless light.
Oh.
I was 16 years old, and I was afraid. Always wore me down. I was terrified of everything, even thinking. They said they were taking me to a place where the fear would go away, where I would get better.
So I'm a patient.
I stopped living in there. They dragged me away and stripped off all my clothes, everything. I tried to explain what was going on in my head. They tied me to the bed.
Oh my god.
I was alone with my nightmares. It wasn't fear anymore. It was madness. And when you're mad, you cease to exist.
Wow. Oh, hi. Can I get up? No?
She was my only hope in this hell. I was descending down, down among the damned. But that woman and her smile kept me alive.
Okay. Yeah. Oh. Dude, now it's dark. It's nighttime out there. Oh, God. Chapter 3. So that must have been my bed. Oh, wow.
The door is locked from the
Wait,
outside.
what? What?
Here, the doors can only be locked and unlocked from the outside.
Then... what? How? How do I get out? Hello? Hey! Ho! Wait! Wait! Come on! Run! Go! Hello? Hello?
You can't get out of here. Only the dead can leave this place.
Hello? Oh, good God. I know somebody. Here, can we turn the light on? That's all the light you're giving me? That's seriously all the light? Dude, there's another doll. Oh my God. Why? What are you doing here? Oh my God. Okay. Oh my God. Yo! Dude! Maybe that's the guy that she's talking about. What's with the... No, I want to go back to safety. Oh my God. Oh my God. What? What is this? No. Oh my God. Showers. The tub. Yo, what's going on?
He laughed, panted, and slobbered all over me.
Oh no.
It hurt
Oh
when
my
it
God.
touched me. I thought I'd suddenly split
Oh.
open with a loud crack, and I would be shattered into pieces. I felt fragile, sick, dirty, degraded. All I could do was clutch Charlotte tightly while Renée obeyed. He was the master in the realm of light. I was being consumed by the evil act I had committed.
Oh my God.
I could feel hell getting closer and closer. Those tests the doctors did to me. They said there was something growing inside, and they wanted to drag it out of me.
So he got her pregnant. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes, guys, I did say there was going to be a trigger warning, so yeah. Oh my God. Okay, interesting little area here. Alright, I can't open those, I guess. Oh my god. And the doll is gone. So it's just all patient rooms here right now, I guess. Oh god, okay. Oh, what is this? That one's locked. That's locked. And those two are locked. Locked. Oh, wait a minute. What does that say? David to Renée. Okay, so this must be, staff fuckers? Are you serious? Hello? Nobody's home? Alright, let's go back. I've been working at this institution for 5 years now. I'm a simple person, I'm not educated, and I feel embarrassed about writing to you. I always try to look on the bright side, but sometimes we are called upon to do difficult things. That's our duty, and I well understand and accept it. There's no alternative. However, I have decided to write to you because something is happening which is simply unacceptable. I am well aware that there's someone among us who devotes too much attention to the younger female patients who are confused. Okay. The serious nature of this fact has compelled me to write to you. I am certain of your indignation and of the measures you will adopt to solve the problem. Please accept my warmest regards and respect. But it doesn't state who wrote it. That's locked. That's locked. There's nothing in there. Ariana Bellucci. Elena Bertolami. Let me over. That one must be locked. Yeah, so these must be all workers. Must be their supply closet. Yo, I didn't do it! I didn't do it!
She stayed with Renée during those terrible medical examinations, and that gave her the strength to survive.
So, wait a minute, where was, gynecology was upstairs, right? I'm gonna guess that's where I have to go. But, oh, now it's, wait a minute, it's clear? It was blocked. Oh my god, yep, nope, do not want. What in the... So you've got pretty much female anatomy in here. Because, you know, it's a freaking female insane asylum. Oh my god. Yeah, turn the light on, dude. I think there's something wrong with your sink. It's got a hole in it. Okay. Are the rest of surgery open? No. No. Oh my god. Okay, that's the wrong button.
They went to the gynecology ward on the upper floor.
Don't make me have to sit in this chair.
August 21st, 1938. Confidential. Dear A, I know what you think about these things, so I'm referring a patient to you, Renée T. This wretched girl got out of control and caused trouble in the grounds. She's almost 3 months pregnant. The nurses should be more alert. I'm examining the girl on the 28th. I'll handle things very carefully, don't worry. We don't want to make matters worse.
Oh my god.
Then they said that Renée was crazy, and that the illness was all in her head. Careful, little girl, careful. I was scared, and I didn't talk to anyone about the illness. Only her. Not even the other doctor. He never touched Renée. He just wrote things down. You can tell me everything. Don't be afraid, he said. Everything's going to be fine.
No.
Do you want to know what I'm writing?
Yes.
I note down what I observe in you. Everything I see. He didn't hate Renée. He tried to help her, but he rarely examined her in those small surgeries.
Oh my god. What? Oh my god. Surgeries. You guys are now talking about surgeries. And the doors are open. Well, that one. Yeah. Oh god. You guys, sometimes these pictures are just so freaking graphic, it's ridiculous. loves that.
March 12th, 1938. Renée T., 16 years old. Menstruation at age 12. Housewife. Father unknown. Mother seamstress. Admitted in observation yesterday morning from Ospedale, accompanied by a police officer authorized by the examining magistrate of the Court of Pisa to be admitted for a psychiatric evaluation, which I have carried out. Medical certificate. Mental illness preceded by warning signs. Has suffered from depression for a year, believing she had tuberculosis. Food deprivation. We can't read this document. It is forbidden. We mustn't. If they find out, there will be trouble.
No, read it. Read it.
Have you ever wondered who you are? Yes, of course you've wondered.
Oh my god, okay,
Will you help me to understand? To escape this dazzling light inside me that stops me from seeing? She is frightened, hears noises and ghosts, presents serious signs of anxiety, psychosis, suffers from hallucinations. She is anxious, confused, her expression is distressed, a questioning look as if terrified, disoriented. She feels confused, hears voices shouting in her head. She doesn't understand things properly. She has been feeling unwell for 2 or 3 months. When questioned, she replies, "My mother wants to hurt me. I am always scared of her. She chases me." "Why are you here?" "I argued with my mother and was so upset that I felt like my head was spinning. There was a woman there who wanted to force me into a life of prostitution. They wanted to condemn me to be burned at the stake. Children whispered, called my name."
wow.
March 16th. She couldn't sleep last night. They wanted to condemn her to be burned at the stake. April 4th. Transferred to the calm ward, still under my supervision. Yes, that's true. The ward where Amara was. Yes, the stake. The children wanted to burn Renée. She had to pay for what she'd done, like witches at the stake. So many things frighten me. The system that I lived in was built on fear and light. There was no mercy or understanding in the town of light. April 21st. She's more awake this morning and is responding to questions, complains of headaches. She became agitated when she found out her mother was there. She says that one day, many years earlier, she was with a friend of hers and met a man who made her get into a car and took her for a ride. He made her smoke cigarettes and drink liquor, and the man showed her certain things. He tried to hurt her and made her go crazy. She says he promised to marry her and made her swear to keep what had happened a secret. These facts were essentially confirmed by her mother. After that, she became arrogant, impatient, and hostile towards her family, especially her mother. She started taking off her clothes in public. Her moods would swing from laughter to tears. She rants. She pleasures herself. I can't remember these things, only the guilt, the stake. I know I deserved to pay for that guilt. I know it even then. She was uncooperative during the examination. She didn't want to be stripped, and her body remained rigid. Voluntary attention almost totally absent. Probable hallucinations. April 25th. Confused ideas, unable to maintain a spontaneous conversation. Reflexes all normal. Reactive pupils. Let's find Amara, and we'll find the full medical records.
Wow. Wow, you guys. My God, the things that this girl went through. That is an old-fashioned telephone. Look at that. Good grief. Ugh, needles, yeah, no. Oh, man. Whew, alright. Objects, so they're objects, they're not people, they're objects. Damiani, Saverio, Gino, Conticini, Maria, married, Fiandria, Del, widower of Ida, number of children 5, September 13th, 1883. Let's see, I kindly request your illustrious excellency to kindly convey to this address any information regarding the insane Damiani Saverio, son of deceased Sirio and born in Montana, residing there, aged 53, admitted in this institute. Yeah, okay. Wait, so I guess this isn't just a female institution.
June 1935. After much theorizing and practice in clinics for the privileged, the moment for action has finally arrived. Volterra is the right place. It's an avant-garde hospital, the perfect place for a doctor who really wants to make a difference. November 20th. Crossing the threshold of the asylum was similar to entering another dimension. A world of smells, noises, and images which it is almost impossible to imagine, describe, or explain. August 1936. The situation is similar to that in many other institutions. The department is overcrowded. Hundreds of patients are supervised by a handful of nurses who are forced to tie the more distressed ones to their beds or to radiators.
What?
They do 24-hour shifts. It's impossible to work like this. We doctors rarely see the female patients, and it's the nurses who tell us what's happening to the women. The overpowering stench in the wards, the constant din of shouts and voices that are barely recognizable as human, dirty, naked bodies devoid of any dignity. The lunatic asylum gets under your skin and wears you down. I often consider resigning. I feel useless, impotent, a sort of merciful jailer, a mercy that helps no one and only helps to ease my conscience. March 15th, 1938. Dramas are played out before my eyes every single day, and I try to distance myself from them, and just do the best I can. But a girl arrived some days ago. I couldn't avoid her gaze. All she asked in her dignified silence was not to be ripped away from her world. And me. I'm old enough to be her father, the father she never had, who didn't want her, who rejected her without even knowing her. I too refused what she asked me. I couldn't do anything but add my signature and consign her to hell. A danger to herself and to others, and a cause of public scandal. This was what was written on the accompanying note from the police headquarters. It was difficult not to agree with it. How much more violence must this poor girl be subjected to? Her gaze is so intense, so far removed from the carefree nature which should be the joyous hallmark of her age. I cried myself to sleep in my solitude. I kept thinking about those sad and frightened eyes staring at me.
Wow. And who was this? Oh, there's no name. Anything else here? I guess not. Wow.
The grounds at the back of the hospital, and then down to the kitchens.
So, is there a way? Yeah, I can.
This is the road we used to take.
Oh, geez,
If
that
it
light.
weren't for her, in the grounds on that bench in spring, so many days. It was an escape, watching nature around us, as she talked and smiled. And then there were the kitchens. Sometimes we stole food, and ran back to the bench to eat it in secret, and we laughed. She did things to me. Sometimes she touched me. In the shower, I felt her body against mine for the first time. It was a shiver that warmed my soul. Eyes closed, the light slipped away.
Wow. Okay.
Let's look
She
for
wasn't
Amara in the
insistent.
kitchens in the basement
He
of the
would let
building,
her in.
behind the greenhouse. That's it. She must be the key to my memories, to the reasons why.
That wasn't your bench, okay? Alright, so I have to find a bench. So there's not one here. Not that one. Okay, wait a minute. How many...
Nature helped me to forget, to escape from the system.
So... they're obviously doing construction here. I'm guessing they're what, renovating this place? Yeah, that's what it looks like.
The scent of spring. The land of light was far away, and we spent the days chatting on the stone benches.
So, is this it? No. This one? I can't even go to, so that one's not it. grief. How many more benches are there? Holy heck. Nothing over here, although... Whoa! Yep, no. Where's the bench? There's no more benches. Seriously? There has to be. Wait a minute. Wait. I had to have missed one somewhere. So, my guess is that she was raped from her mom's boyfriend, and that's why she's in here. So she is either sleeping with people to try to get over what had happened, or she is being raped again. Like, yeah. Oof. So where is this bench? I wish I could run, but I can't run. Oh, seriously? You're not gonna let me through that? Okay. Very, very, very touchy subjects in this game. I had to have missed one. There was one bench that wouldn't let me go to it, so maybe that is the bench, because it wouldn't let me. No, that's not it, obviously. That's not it. I didn't know I could sit on these things. Here we go. It had to be this one. This is the one that wouldn't let me touch. See, it's still not. That's gotta be it. It's gotta be. Has to be it. Unless there's stuff back here. Yeah, no. I feel like this is such a bad idea. I am not seeing a bench for it though. I've got to be overlooking something. Yeah, I have to be overlooking something. Let me see, any other benches down here that I missed? I'm not seeing any. I still say it's got to be the one that won't let me go near it. Like, it won't let me touch it. It has to be. The heck was that? I have no idea. These have bars on it? They do. Oh my god. My only question is, if I was a patient here, why would I return? After everything that had happened, why would I return? I get it, it's an insane asylum, but I don't think that this girl was truly insane. I think she was just a victim of...
Come on, let's look everywhere. She must be here, I'm certain.
I think she was a victim of abuse.
Keep looking. We mustn't give up.
What in the hell is this? What?
Where could she be? We've got to talk to her. Everything will be all right. But being here now, I don't like it. Come on, let's look for her quickly. We can't stay in here too long. They'll find us. When they found us... Come on, hurry. We've got to find her quickly. We've got to get out of here. They'll find us. But not
Yes.
now. Not yet. Amara's not here. Maybe she's in the showers. We can find her there. The water was awful cold. When it was cold, we ran away. But when it was hot, then she came to Renée. under that cruel white light. I can still feel the shivers her body gave me. Everything must return to how it was. If we recreate that magic, she'll come to us.
Wait, recreate what magic?
Now we have water. We must switch the boiler on.
Alright, wait a minute. Two times for this. Oh, come on, let me turn it. Oh, you're not gonna let me turn it. Okay. I don't think I did that right. Oh no, I'm missing something. No.
Now everything is ready. We can go to the bathrooms. We can go along that narrow corridor in the kitchens. We'll meet her in the showers, yes.
Well... Jesus, okay. Alright, I think this is going to be a good time to stop. So, yeah, if you guys are enjoying this, please let me know down in the comments below. If you would like to see more, let me know. I'd love to hear what your theories are on this game, on Renée, on everything. So yeah, I know there's some pretty touchy subjects in here, but overall this is really a lot of fun. It's a good game. So hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, I will talk to y'all in the next one.
Peace.